If you thought Heartland Season 19 couldn't get any more emotional, dramatic, or unpredictable, Episode 8 proves you wrong from the very first moment. Memory, trust, danger, and family bonds collide in ways no one sees coming. Let's dive into everything that unfolds because this episode pulls you in instantly and refuses to let go. Episode 8 opens with Lou and Jack preparing to move the cattle herd. But before they can even start, Jack gets a call that shakes him. Nathan asks him to visit his father, Nate Price, who hasn't been doing well. Even though Jack tries to brush it off, the worry is written all over him. He heads to the senior home only to learn that Nate refuses to leave his room and isn't in a good mental state. Jack has to rush and promises he'll come back, but the encounter leaves him heavy-hearted. Back at Heartland, Lou and Jack invite Amy to join the cattle drive. Meanwhile, Katie invites River for a sleepover. The mood is light until River notices Dex is also coming along. She brightens immediately, and her excitement creates one of the first hints of tension. She even asks Katie why they can't help with the cattle drive too, saying it'll be fun. Katie doesn't object, but there's already an undercurrent of something deeper forming. Later, Jack confides in Lisa that seeing Nate in that condition rattled him more than he expected. Lisa gently encourages him to go back, reminding him that sometimes people need a familiar face more than anything. Lindy overhears the conversation and immediately jumps in, insisting she wants to come along too and even bring cookies for Nate to cheer him up. Lisa also reveals something major. Her private investigator has finally found her sister Tammy and arranged a surprise meeting. But that news comes with its own storm before Jack leaves again. He tells Lou he won't be there for the cattle drive because he's returning to see Nate. Amy is relieved Nathan reached out to Jack, hoping it might help both father and son. When Jack arrives at the home again, Nate barely recognizes him at first until something clicks, and he remembers. Lindy gives him the cookies, trying to lift his spirits. Nate confesses he hasn't eaten because he believes someone stole his horse, Rowdy. Jack tries correcting him, telling him Rowdy is safe at Heartland. But Nate spirals, repeating again and again that Rowdy is gone. Lindy softly asks, how do we get the lie out of his head? Jack realizes there's only one solution. Show Nate the truth. What happens next becomes one of the episode's most heartfelt moments. Jack secretly brings Rowdy to the senior home. They wait for the staff to clear the hallway, sneak the horse inside, and even get him into the elevator. A staff member notices but surprisingly doesn't say a word. When the elevator doors open and Nate sees Rowdy, everything changes. He gets out of bed, overwhelmed with joy, his whole face lighting up. Even the caretaker is touched, telling Jack she'll allow future visits as long as the horse stays outside. For the first time in a long time, Nate feels grounded in a memory that brings him peace. Elsewhere, River casually asks Katie if she likes Dex. Katie says Dex is nice but not her type. The tension builds slowly here, as the episode lays the groundwork for emotional fallout later on. While preparing for the cattle drive, Lou gets nervous, but Amy reassures her. They talk about Amy's relationship with Nathan, and Amy reveals something big. Nathan asked her about marriage. Amy admits she has been avoiding his calls because she's terrified that something could go wrong. She knows Nathan is committed. Lindy adores him, and he's even reached out for help with his dad. Yet Amy cannot shake the feeling that she's not ready to let herself be fully happy again. As the group Lou, Amy, Dex, Katie, and River moves the herd. They quickly realize 20 cows are missing. Amy and Lou ride off to search, leaving Dex, Katie, and River behind. During their search, Amy opens up even more about Nathan, and Lou advises her to stop running from her feelings. But the conversation is cut short when they find a dead cow with wolf tracks nearby. Suddenly, the danger becomes real. Back with the kids, Dex, River, and Katie pass time playing Truth or Dare. Dex dares Katie to dunk herself in the river. She jokes that it's a nice way to get rid of her, but behind the laugh, she's hurt. She goes anyway, then freezes when she spots a wolf. She quietly urges Dex and River to get on their horses. Panic hits when River falls, and the herd becomes restless, eventually stampeding. The situation quickly spirals into chaos. Amy and Lou return just in time. River's hand is injured, and Dex decides to take her back while Amy, Lou, and Katie try gathering the scattered herd. the danger isn't over yet. They hear another wolf howl. Lou tracks the sound and fires a warning shot, making it clear she won't hesitate if the wolf returns. When Dex and River get back to Heartland, Jack listens carefully as they describe what happened. He immediately points out that a single wolf couldn't take down 20 cows, leaving everyone uneasy. Lou blames herself for splitting the group earlier, but Jack reassures her that everyone is safe and they'll search for the missing cattle again in the morning. Meanwhile, Lisa finally meets Tammy and the reunion is explosive. Tammy lashes out instantly, furious that Lisa used a private investigator to track her down. She says she didn't want to be found, least of all by Lisa. Lisa pleads with her to stay, explaining how hard she tried to find her. Tammy reveals she's still angry that Lisa once told her husband Ryan was only after their money, something Lisa now admits she got wrong. That misjudgment shattered their relationship, and even their mother stopped speaking to Tammy because of it. The sisters slowly begin to realize that the root of their conflict was deeper and more painful than either of them acknowledged. Later, Lisa finds Tammy drunk and brings her home. Tammy breaks down, confessing that all she ever wanted was for Lisa to fight for her. The moment is raw and heartbreaking, and Lisa sits beside her, finally understanding the wounds left behind. Back at Heartland, Katie faces a moment she isn't prepared for. She accidentally sees Dex and River kissing. The shock hits her instantly. She runs outside in tears, and Lou finds her. Katie doesn't say a word, but Lou doesn't need an explanation. The pain is clear. By the next day, things begin to shift again. Tammy meets Jack and warms up almost immediately. Lisa invites her for a ride, and Tammy accepts, creating a peaceful moment between sisters who had spent years apart. They talk openly, and Lisa apologizes sincerely for her mistakes. Tammy shares that she eventually reconnected with Ryan before he passed away. Their conversation ends with tears, forgiveness, and a long overdue hug. Amy finally calls Nathan to tell him she misses him. Nathan thanks Jack for visiting his father, mentioning that Nate told him a wild story about a horse being brought into the senior home. Jack downplays it, but Amy instantly realizes Jack really did it. She's both shocked and touched. The episode closes with a twist that sets up the next big storyline. Jack, Amy, and Lou discover truck tire tracks near their fence, fresh ones. With cattle missing and wolves already involved, the possibility of rustlers suddenly feels very real. Trouble may be headed straight for Heartland, and no one knows what's coming next. Episode 8 blends heartfelt reunions, danger on the trail, emotional breakthroughs, and a mystery that opens the door to even bigger conflicts. From Jack's unforgettable moment with Nate and Rowdy, to the terrifying wolf encounter, to Lisa and Tammy finally facing their painful past, every storyline pushes the season forward. And those suspicious tire tracks, they leave a chilling question hanging in the air. What's heading toward Heartland next? What did you think about this episode? Share your thoughts below. If you enjoyed the recap and want more updates, theories, and breakdowns, make sure to stick around. Thanks for watching. Here are some images from episode 8. Thanks for watching.